Hi, fourth grade. Last week we drew out our design for our sun and moon drawing, Mexican inspired art for Hispanic Heritage Month. And today we will be coloring this drawing. So my suggestion would be, if you have markers, I'd use them for tracing, crayons or colored pencils for coloring in, and I think that's all you're gonna need. Go ahead and get your materials and let's get started. Alright friends, so we've got a design that we did last week. Now we're going to be thinking about warm colors and cool colors for this assignment. So this is a requirement that I do want to see that you're thinking about those colors. So on the sun side, I would like to see that you're using mainly orange, red, and yellow. Okay, so that's going to create a warm feeling on the sun side. Then on the moon side, we're going to be looking at focusing on blues and purples. You could even probably throw in some blue-green if you want, but this would be our cool color side. This is going to be our warm color side. You could, if you want to sneak in some pink, I would do it on the warm side and not on the cool side. So once you have your markers or your crayons or colored pencils, whatever you're going to be using to color with, we're going to go ahead and start. I think I'm going to start with the cool color side. So I'm going to trace everything first with my marker before I start coloring in with my crayon. That way, I like doing marker first to define the shape, and then the crayon just because markers tend to run out if I'm coloring everything in with them. So if I use the crayon or the colored pencil on the inside, my markers seem to last longer. So if you're wondering why I always trace and do it that way, that's why. So I'm going to trace in the face, and I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm not going to make it overcomplicated. And then I'm just going to kind of block out what colors I want where first. So maybe I want to create a pattern around the outside with the darker blue alternating with maybe some purple. Okay, and remember, on the moon side there should be an obvious difference in your background. So when I checked you out of class last week, I looked at a lot of yours and I said, where's your design? Did your design that goes all the way to the edge of your paper, because we're going to color the whole sheet of paper today. And I don't know if I just didn't make that clear in my last video, which I probably didn't. So just make sure that we're thinking about filling in the entire paper with color. We're not just gonna color the sun and the moon in the middle. We're thinking about filling that entire space. So some of you chose to do a sun and a moon this way. Some of you tried to link the faces. I saw lots of different styles. And like as you're working and you decide, you know what, I really feel like I need more of something, it's okay to add things as you go along, because I'm feeling like I really want to have a few more lines out there, and I found this other blue. I'm going to just pull those in. So I'm going to pull in some more. I just think it's going to make it look a little bit more interesting. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and start filling in my my moon and my side. So I'm going to go ahead and just lightly color that in. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing a really dark colored job because I want the marker to kind of define the shape. And this way you can kind of go a little bit faster. Doesn't take quite as long to color once you got the shape defined. So today's all about coloring, getting this all colored. Some students color really fast, others are really good at taking their time and making sure they've got all their details in, and don't feel bad if that's you. If you are a person that likes to go slow and likes to get it right, that's actually a really good thing. Okay, if you're going too fast, it can also ruin your picture. So that's not good. I don't know if you just saw I added those details in. That's kind of fun. If I do it lightly, then I can go back in and press a little harder with my crayon and put some designs in there. So I put the cheekbone and the lips and kind of highlighted the eye being shut. Okay. All right. Now let's just change up our colors a little bit as we color. So I'm going to go with this purple. I'll probably stop talking here and just color it in. You should be coloring now on your own. I think you guys understand what to do. I've given you some tips. You can go ahead and begin to color yours and fill it in. You're probably going to need a lot of time today to make it look nice. And if you don't finish in class, you can always, pull it out later in the day and color it and send it to me whenever you're finished. Because I keep that little assignment box open all the way till Sunday in case there's kids who really are into that project and want to just spend a lot of extra time making it look just the way they want it to. I always get kids that like to do stuff like that. Alright, just for fun, the only thing I'm going to put on this side that's cool is the eyes, just so that they stand out a lot. Let's add those in. A little bit of black in there just to make it stand out. Maybe put a little black on this side to make it stand out. Alright, so let's add some color now. Okay, so I think that looks and feels pretty much done to me. Just remember that when you are done, you're going to want to take a picture or video, send it to me on Canvas, and you can bring it back to class and show it to me, and I would love to see what you've come up with.